Self-destruction deterrence. If you assume someone is taking into consideration suicide, obtain support coming from a dilemma or self-destruction avoidance hotline. Contact an experienced suicide problems group. Some have loved ones or close friends who have additionally dropped liked ones to self-destruction. Locate the urgent area nearest you. If you assume someone is taking into consideration self-destruction, acquire help coming from a dilemma or self-destruction deterrence hotline. Call an experienced self-destruction dilemma team. Some possess family or pals who have also dropped enjoyed ones to self-destruction. Locate the unexpected emergency area nearest you. Make an effort. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-8255. Depression is classified as a mood ailment. The individual who has it might presume that there is something regarding them that is worrying about individuals because of their state of mind condition that is bothering others. They often tend to be attracted to people who are depressed. The depression is presumed to be a component of the mind that is being switched on. Folks often experience this health condition when they ended up being a lot more energetic in the course of long-term therapy sessions. A second aspect that is thought to induce depression is mental vulnerability. It might be explained as sensations of unhappiness, reduction, or temper that meddle with a person's everyday activities. It might likewise be described as feelings of enjoyment and pleasure, although these indicators are not automatically the very same. It might look like an individual who is psychologically troubled. Some signs and symptoms may also signify that individuals strongly believe their physical body isn't as really good as they assumed it was. Record from the though anxiety and anguish portion. Some function. Depression is various, coming from grief really felt after shedding a loved one or despair really felt after a distressing lifestyle event. This has to carry out with how we process our feelings, what triggers those emotions, and how to acquire what's needed. But I don't presume all people experience depression and sorrow at the exact same opportunities, and I presume it might be much easier to define anxiety as a mental health problem. Anxiety normally involves self-loathing or a loss of self-esteem, while grief typically does not. Folks experiencing clinical depression encounter two or a lot more mental responses, in my viewpoint, sympathy or disapproval. Of course, compassion is one of the most powerful emotions on the one palm, and the opposite is true of detestation, or misery, or sadness. I had experienced compassion vary for a while in clinical depression, and that was the second in which I located myself on the side of anguish. In grief, favorable emotional states and satisfied minds of the deceased typically go along with sensations of psychological pain. Although the client usually is disturbed through an happening, her sensations typically take place in reaction to reduction, and it is important that this person is appropriately understood, especially along with healthcare aid, to the degree that she is mindful of the scenario. Uncomfortable psychological encounters may include a feeling of reduction, anxiousness, and loss of meaning and point of view. Individuals may really feel like failing when they don't behave upon that loss of meaning.